Sean Patterson Howard, and we are here with some exciting information and updates. We know that COVID has definitely impacted not just our city, but our region, our state, and our country with devastating impact over the past few weeks as we are entering the fourth wave of COVID. And in an effort to respond to the critical need for testing and for the revived interest in vaccinations and boosters, we in Mount Vernon have come together to create a very important partnership called We're All In. And joining us here in this partnership is the illustrious pastor of Grace Baptist Church, our Dr. W. Franklin Richardson. Also, the executive director and CEO of the Mount Vernon Neighborhood Health Center, Ms. Judith Watson. Ms. Susan Green, who is the senior vice president of operations for Montefiore Hospital, representing Montefiore Mount Vernon. And our Dr. Kenneth Hamilton, the superintendent of schools here in Mount Vernon. And overseeing the program for Grace Baptist Church is the Reverend Sheila Simmons. And so we've come together and we are excited that we are working as a group here in Mount Vernon, and our efforts are also being supported and bolstered and advanced by New York State and our Governor, Kathy Hochul. So we just really want to start off with Reverend Richardson. Reverend Richardson, can you tell us about the news of Grace Baptist's testing center, which will be stood up this coming week?
Yeah, well, I'm really grateful to the governor and the mayor. You all, the two of you, have worked so wonderfully together to bring this about. I was approached by the governor, and I immediately called our mayor, and then she hooked up with Mount Vernon Hospital. It just evolved. And so this is a real powerful coming together of partners from private sector, from public sector, from the church community, from our existing Mount Vernon Health Center, which has been a real treasure in our community across the years. So we brought it all together. Our schools, who have Dr. Hamilton has some great challenges as he faces this semester, and we really want our kids back in class, and we want to do everything we can to make it available. So we've created what I think is going to be a model for cities across the country. As a matter of fact, the Conference of National Black Churches is also investing in this project, and will be using it as a pilot for church groups across the country. And so we'll be setting this going forward. I'm excited about it. What Sheila and I refer to it as is a healing center. You can get vaccinated, you can get flu shot, you can get vaccine, whatever you need, you can get a test. And if you need to, we'll feed you. We have a homeless program, we have food shelter, and we'll give you the gospel if you need the gospel. So we're ready for healing in this city. And we think it's right that Mount Vernon would be the city to launch this creative partnership. I'm excited about Montefiore. That's Susan Green, and she's been wonderful. And Dr. Usawa, he's been excited about this project. So we believe in this, and we've got great leadership in our mayor and in our governor. I'm really excited. I'm glad what the governor had to say today is very encouraging. I know it's happening in other parts of the state, but nothing's happening like it's happening in Mount Vernon.
Absolutely. It's all about, we talked about forward together when I ran, and that's what this is about, forward together, and we're all in, meaning we're putting all of our resources and coming together across organizations to make sure that our community is safe. And so, Reverend Simmons, can you just give us some further details about the testing site that will be at Grace Baptist starting on Tuesday?
And as Rev did say, this is a healing center. We need to heal as people, and we need to get back to what we know is normal. So starting Tuesday, January the 4th, January the 4th, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, there will be testing here at Grace. And I'm going to let Susan talk about the vaccinations, which will also start on Tuesday, and she can give you the schedule.
Oh, even though it's on the ticker, for people who may not be reading the ticker, they can contact Grace Baptist Church on their COVID helpline at 914-515-3001 or 914-515-3002, or go to their website at www.gracechurchtoday.org to get more information on what is being offered through the COVID testing site, as well as the flu and vaccination center. And so with that, I guess you could hand it over. We'll hand it over to Susan.
Just before you go to Susan, yes. I want to mention this is a 2-month commitment. We are committed to this for the month of January and February. We don't want the pop-ups. We want something that's consistently available for our city so that people can come and really feel that they have a place they can go. Our health center backs it up with an outstanding program. She's got people standing around the walls right now while we're talking on this. People are lined up waiting to try to get a test. So it's very vital and necessary. Susan, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, 1 second, since we're still at Grace. So the testing site at Grace Baptist will be Monday through Saturdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so that even helps people who have to work during the week and you have a hard time, that you also have a weekend date to be tested over at Grace. And so we'll move it over to Susan Green at Montefiore Hospital so she can tell us about the vaccination center.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Mayor. And it is really an exciting time for Montefiore to be in this partnership with the mayor's office, certainly with Grace Baptist Church, and to work with the governor's office, along with our colleagues in the schools and at the Mount Vernon Neighborhood Health Center. Montefiore will be starting a vaccine site directly across from the Grace Baptist Church. We will have that site ready on Tuesday, January 4th. The site will be operating 7 days a week. We'll have varied hours. Those hours will be available for you if you go to our website at www.montefiore.org. You'll be able to see the hours of operation. What we're really hoping for is to welcome the community into this vaccine site. We are advocating children, parents, families, please come to our vaccine site. All children above the age of 5 are eligible for the vaccine. We will give you your first dose. We will give you your second dose. If you received your doses elsewhere and you are eligible for a booster, please come to our site. We welcome you. You will find that our team is expert at giving the vaccines. We will give you your vaccine card. You can register on the New York State Excelsior Pass website so that you can have an electronic copy. Anything that you need to get you to come in and visit Montefiore and get your vaccines. So we welcome you. As you heard from the Reverend, we have committed to do this for 8 weeks. I will tell you, we will do this longer if this is what we need to do to get this community vaccinated. We all want to get back to normal. This is a perfect time of year, beginning of the year. Let's make 2022 the best year ever. So Mayor, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Susan. I really appreciate, Montefiore, and please let Dr. Oswa know that we appreciate Monty stepping up and becoming part of this partnership. And I'm going to shift over to Miss Judith Watson, who, from last year and early in 2020, the Neighborhood Health Center stood up a testing site there with the support of New York State. And they did quite a few pop-ups in partnership with Grace Baptist Church. And so we're just really glad to have them also as a continued partner, even when the state closed down the vaccination sites because the numbers looked like they were getting low. The Neighborhood Health Center continued to run a testing site there. They continued to provide vaccinations and have been our partner all along. I think I was vaccinated at Grace Baptist in partnership with the Neighborhood Health Center. And the day after Thanksgiving, I went to the health center to get my booster. And so, where I've gone to get my COVID care and support has, they're partners right here on this this presentation with us today. So Ms. Watson, if you could unmute yourself and let us know about the COVID services that are available at the Mount Vernon Neighborhood Health Center.
Well, good afternoon, Mayor. Good afternoon, Reverend Richardson, Susan, Reverend Simmons, Dr. Hamilton, and to everyone out there who's listening. This is a gift to this community. This is a gift to this community. It is long overdue and it is welcome. Mayor, thank you for your advocacy. Reverend Richardson, thank you so much, and Reverend Simmons for your partnership over the past 2 years. As the mayor said, Mount Vernon Neighborhood Health Center, we've been in existence in this community for close to 50 years. And we were pleased to partner with you all and step up to take care of this community. So we erected that walk-up testing facility on April 17th of 2020, just as you said, Mayor. And when the vaccination rates were on the rise throughout the state of New York, here in the city of Mount Vernon, the vaccination rates were 30%. And now I think we're at close to 70%. Maybe we're at 72% in some zip codes. But we felt strongly that we needed to maintain that walk-up testing facility. We could not have dreamed that we are where we are right now today with 500 people lined up to get testing and also vaccination. I can tell you we had a full house today and all week. And so we're pleased to partner with you all on this campaign for this community that's so deserving and where there is such great need. So we'll continue to do what we've done. We'll continue to provide the vaccines. We'll continue to provide the testing Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We're looking to expand to evening and weekends. Reverend Richardson, I'm pleased to hear that. And also Susan, I'm pleased to hear that you all will be providing vaccines and testing until 6 p.m. and on the weekends. This is wonderful for this community. We're just so grateful to be a part of it. So thank you.
Again, thank you, Judith, and to the Mount Vernon Neighborhood Health Center. And, we've done all of this for our community. And so we have Dr. Hamilton here, who's representing a large segment of our community, our children, our education staff, and those who work within our schools, and then the families that they go home to every day, right? So that's a very major part of our community. And we know that as kids are returning to school throughout the state, throughout the country, a lot of school districts are putting forward not vaccine mandates, but testing mandates to ensure that they're able to keep the school and the children and the staff safe. And so we want to make sure that as thousands of children have to return to school here in Mount Vernon, and we want to see them back in school, that we have easy access to both testing and vaccines. And that really, the increasing numbers and the urgency and seeing rises in numbers of young people positive and young people in the hospital, not necessarily in Mount Vernon, but across the country, is something that also really pushed us to make sure that this is something we provided for our community. So Dr. Hamilton, how will this impact the Mount Vernon City School District?
Well, hello, Mayor, and to this distinguished panel. First of all, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be a part of the conversation. And I have to tell you that it is integral to our ability to get students back in person and keep them in person. The more people that are vaccinated, the more we will be able to keep our students in person and our teachers on the job and our custodians and everyone else that makes up the Mount Vernon City School District. Right now, because there has been such an increase in cases, we are remote. Regrettably, we are remote. But it became very difficult to manage in-person instruction and staff the building with so many cases. With this partnership, we know that we will be able to get our students and our staff tested, vaccinated, and back in person and remain in person. This is just so important. I cannot stress enough how important this effort is and this partnership, because we cannot do it alone. Despite our best effort, it really does take the voices of the people here, the strength of this group, and the influence of this group to really make a pivotal difference in keeping our students in person.
So again, we're excited. This is the We're All In campaign. This is being, powered and through a partnership between the City of Mount Vernon, Grace Baptist Church, the Neighborhood Health Center, the Montefiore Hospital, our school district, and know that we will also utilize all of the resources of the City of Mount Vernon, whether it's our Office of the Aging, our Youth Bureau, our Office of Emergency Management, our Recreation Department, and our Veteran Service Affairs Division to help reach out to our constituents and pull them in to let them know about these services and help them get appointments or get to places where they can get tested and vaccinated. We're excited. So Mount Vernon, just in wrapping up, on Tuesday, January 4th, we will open up a new testing site for the next 2 months at Grace Baptist Church here in Mount Vernon on South 6th Avenue. And that will operate starting on Tuesday the 4th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Mondays through Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But it starts on Tuesday, January 4th. Monday, they'll be erecting it and getting everything together. Also on the same day, at Montefiore will be standing up a vaccination center right across the street from Grace Baptist Church in Mount Vernon's municipal parking lot. And they will have a vaccination site there for adults as well as children. So that will be there, and it will happen 7 days a week. And you can go to www.montefiore.org to get more information on the specific hours. And then at the Neighborhood Health Center, which has been doing testing and vaccinations since they came out, they operate right now Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30, but will be looking to expand their hours to include some evenings and weekends. And you can go to www.mountvernon.neighborhoodhealthcenter.org or call 914-699-7200 for this information. And I know the school district as well as the city will have additional information on our websites about the partnership between all of the organizations. So you could visit www.mtvernoncsd.org and find out more information, as well as the city's website at www.cmvny.org. We will also put this information on our social media pages. So thank you so much. We really, really appreciate everything that you're doing, and we really want everyone to stay safe. So this is about the safety of our community. This is about the wellness of our community, and it's about how people are coming together across boundaries to ensure that our residents are safe and have access to testing and to vaccinations. So once again, thank you, Dr. Richardson. Thank you, Reverend Simmons. Thank you, Judith Watson. Thank you, Susan Green. And thank you, Dr. Hamilton. And Mount Vernon, we're all in, and we need you to be all in for the community's health and wellness. Make sure you take advantage of these opportunities and get vaccinated, get boosted, and get tested so that our community can be safe and our families can be safe. And most importantly, our seniors and our children can be safe and healthy. Thank you again, Governor Hochul, for helping us with some additional resources. Thank you to all of our partners for coming in to make Mount Vernon a healthier community. God bless everyone.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.